What will it take to get millions more people actively involved in working on identifying, creating, and implementing solutions every day starting now? That may be the most important question of all. Real solutions do exist. I've talked about them a lot. A lot of people that I've personally interviewed, interviews and information that I have shared with you, even on this show.
Jill, one of the things that concerns a lot of us, millions of people actually, are out of work, they're underemployed, they're re-unemployed, which you know what that is. You've talked about the Green New Deal and also an emergency jobs program. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, we actually have an economic emergency. The recovery's really been at the top. For most Americans, it's a struggle, and the jobs that have come back are low-wage, part-time, temporary jobs. The average wages for workers are barely above poverty. So we want to tell it like it is. We have a jobs emergency, and we have a climate emergency. We can only fix them together. So we call for the creation of 20 million jobs, like the New Deal, where we created millions of jobs in a matter of months, actually. This time, those jobs will also transition our economy to clean, renewable energy, to a healthy, local, organic food system, and to public transportation. It turns out we also get healthy in the process here, because if you clean up the pollution that kills 200,000 people a year, and we have healthy food, and we've got public transportation, it's like, what's not to love about this picture? In fact, it pays for itself just in the savings in healthcare alone, and it also makes wars for oil obsolete once we've greened our energy system. So this is like an emergency program that will revive our economy, and it will put an end to climate change, and it will end the crisis of unemployment and joblessness for once and for all. It basically creates the right to a job at a living wage.
Absolutely, and a lot of people will ask, how is that going to get paid for?
So it turns out we get so much healthier by getting rid of this polluting energy that we save enough money that it takes about a decade or so to pay back the cost of the transition. So yes, there's an investment here, but it's an investment that pays back right away.
Unless the people rise up and say enough, because we're even corrupting the courts now.
It is an illusion, though.
It is
an
illusion.
agree, a facade that we've been living in. Just the reality is that the two-party system has not been serving we, the people. And so until and when we rise together as a nation, as a world, as a country world, that's when we're going to bring about real change, believing in change and hope. That's where we stand at with Ed and being a supporter of Free and Equal Elections Foundation, which I founded, but it's for the people. This foundation's for you guys. And so that's really, consciousness is rising, and we are seeing what's real, what isn't real.
Well, this is Niswander with the Nowman Show. I'm here with Congressman Kucinich. Thank you for being on the Nowman Show.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Now, we just heard a talk about big money in politics. Do you think that's the biggest challenge, the biggest problem facing our country right now?
It's a challenge, and it's a big one, but I don't think that we can arrange the challenges in which we face in terms of what's a priority. Everything's important. We have to think holistically about those challenges. So the degradation of the planet, it should concern all of us. War and the United States unbearable imperialism, that's a problem. Trade laws that don't allow for workers' rights, human rights, environmental quality principles. We need to change that. There are the fact that so many young people can't get a decent education. All of these things should concern us, and we have to have the ability to be able to hold multiple goals simultaneously and pursue a newer world without saying, well, first we got to take care of this and then we take care of that. No, there's so many different things that we have to work on simultaneously, and I think we're capable of doing that.